What's up, guys? Courier Day with a Malzahar game. So I decided I'd get this guy and learn how he works before they reworked him. Because honestly, what they're doing to Malzahar isn't really all that big of a deal in terms of the rework. Really, all they're doing is they're moving his passive to his W onto his ult, and they're giving him a new passive, which is like a Banshees. So in this, I'm gonna show you like I crushed this game as Malzahar, and this is literally my second game as Malzahar. Literally, I am not joking when I say this, and I crushed them so hard. It is not even fair how much I crushed them. So, like I said, second game Malzahar, so this is not gonna go all that well, to start at least, because I also can run around my queue, and I'm gonna actually run down my mana really fast to start with. So the best of starts for myself, but it's whatever. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna try to farm up and survive for a little bit. So yeah, while this is going on, I get to talk about Malzahar. So Malzahar's rework, I feel like what they're doing is good. At the same time, it's kind of pointless. His the two main things that are changing is they're moving his passive to his W, and they're giving him a new passive. So putting his passive right now onto his W, I think is really good because it allows you to actually control the voidlings, and you get more control over when you want them to spawn and whatnot. And his passive though, his new passive, whatever it's called, I forget what it is. It's pretty much a Banshees. After not taking damage or being affected by crowd control for 23 seconds or whatever it is, you get a shield, and then whenever you're hit, you that shield goes off, and you're immune to everything for you're not immune. You take reduced damage of like 95% for 1 second. Right here, I ult over the wall and alt Scion, and I get blue buff from him, which is very nice. Although Scion does deal a good amount of damage to me, so I'm going back to lane with a little bit of health. So I have to pop a potion for that, but I do have my Kylus on me right now, so I will be fine once I level up. Plus, since I have blue buff, I'm just going to be spamming away my mana. But as you can see though, I need help. I need Fiddles to show up real quick to apply lane pressure, which he does come in and help do that. And we burn a Yasuo's flash, which is nice. So back to Malzahar's new passive that they're going to give him. I feel like it's not really going to be all that strong. Everyone feels like it's going to be strong. It's made out to be strong, but I feel like it's not going to be strong at all. Because what happens is Malzahar, Malzahar is you gonna get counterpicked very easily, at least in competitive play. He can be really solo queue. Counterpicks don't happen as often, but they still happen. But honestly, the easiest way to counter Malzahar's passive, just get a poke mid laner. Just get someone like Varus and just throw a Q at him before any fight starts, and his passive is down, and he can't do anything anymore. You just get someone like that, and you're good to go. So, I honestly feel like his new passive is kind of useless. Although it'll be good against certain people, but I feel like it's just not gonna be useful. But that's just me though. Another reason why I did pick up Malzahar though was because early on in the early stages of the PvE, when the rework came out, it was very apparent to everybody that Malzahar could jungle really easily, and I die here because why not? It was very apparent that Malzahar could die jungle really easily without any fear of doing poorly. And he'd build AD and he'd jungle and he'd be able to solo dragon at level 3. So that was another reason why I decided I was gonna pick him up, because I was like, well, if they don't change this, and he's gonna be overpowered. And fortunately, Riot actually fixed things for once before it went live. Very, very fortunately, and did two changes to them. So first, because I was keeping an eye on it because I knew that it was going to be broken as hell. Because you build AD Malzahar, and you could get like, you could go like a hybrid build if you wanted to, but you did like, if you get like warriors and Rylas, you were good to go. Pretty much like warriors for the AD, and then warriors, Rylas, and Death's Dance, I feel like are the two main ones. We're gonna be the three main items for this jungle Malzahar, and fortunately they fixed that because they made it so that his voidlings deal less damage. Is that his voidlings deal less damage to monsters. They made it so that they deal 25% less damage to monsters. That didn't take out top lane AD Malzahar, and it still didn't technically kill jungle Malzahar. So what they did next after that, they made it so that they reduced his base damage and increased his AP ratio, so that way you were more likely to play Malzahar AP, and they also increased the AP ratios on his alt and W as well, which is nice. But so I haven't been talking about the game at all, and I've been talking about Malzahar, so I'll get back to that now. So 6-1 on Malzahar, not too shabby, right? Considering it's my second game, and I'm pretty sure the early game display I had kind of shows it. So right now on Malzahar, I've got my Rod of Ages and my Rylas. Quite honestly, I only have a slight idea of how to build Malzahar. I know Rod of Ages, Rylas, Leandri's works really well on him. So what ends up happening? But I end up getting full build this game because I get so fed. But I just build that. Kog'Maw just gets destroyed by me. There's gonna be several times where I just wreck Kog'Maw. Although, what's gonna happen a lot though is you saw that I just like popped my ult on Kog'Maw. What I should have done first is try to get an E off on him, because an E in my ult was a definite kill on him. Because you'll see later on that I just use ult on Kog'Maw without doing anything to him, and because he's Kog'Maw, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna just completely crush me. As you can see, I'm wrecking people so hard right now. I'm having fun on Malzahar. He's not exactly my playstyle, just because I feel like, I don't know, like he's just weird. That flash E on Kog'Maw, so good. It's not exactly my playstyle because damage over time is like just not my thing, I guess. I don't know. But I decided, I was gonna go on this game because freaking James up in top lane, I was afraid he was gonna get drunk or something. I've TP in to save Caitlyn, and yeah, so I am on fire. You'll notice I took TP. I know a lot of Malzahars take Ignite, but I didn't really want to take Ignite because I didn't really see myself being an aggressive laner this game. And I didn't really want to go aggressive anyways. That's not the playstyle I wanted. I kind of just, for any of you that know who my favorite champion is, you'll know I like to farm. and farm and farm and farm, and then just come in and wreck people with huge amounts of damage. Which I can kind of do that on Malzahar. Malzahar's strengths lie in the fact that he has a lot of damage over time, especially when he's fed. He has the if he builds Rylus, he has a lot of utility. His ult's kind of but in a team fight, it's good to lock. It's good. It's a good use for locking down a carry. And yeah. I can't remember. They did. I know that they did changes to QSS. Or they are. I can't remember if they already did it or not. I can't remember. But where they made it so that like you couldn't like cleanse the Z ult anymore, so you can only cleanse CC. I don't know if Malzahar, if a disable is can be cleansed by that anymore, because if it can't, then Malzahar became stronger. But I still think it can. This is a good way to outplay Malzahar, which, as you can see, Kama doesn't even have a QSS yet, even though I ult him quite a lot this game. But so yeah, it's like Malzahar's strength honestly lies in the ability that he can safely push down a lane without having to really worry about anything, because his E and his voidlings would do everything for him. Right there, I ult in a really bad spot where I should have just been running. Really poor of me. But so he's a really safe he's a really safe mid laner at pushing waves, which is really good. So Sion gets caught out here. Easy kill. I did lose half my health though, because Sion for whatever reason decided to go devour. So he has an on-hit build going, and that is the second blue buff I get to take for myself that game. Which kind of sucks. So right here, I go in to try to kill them all. This Kog'Maw is almost gonna kill me here, because like I said, had I E'd him earlier, then ulted him earlier, he would have died. But that didn't happen. And what's gonna happen is my whole team's gonna fight without me now, because I poorly calculated. I didn't do any ability on Kog'Maw before I ulted, and they all die. And I was thinking about TPing in, or at least I was looking for a place to TP in, but there just wasn't any good place to do that. So this game's actually almost done now, which is very nice. But man, this is, I mean, I get some more kills. I don't die anymore. And actually, I do hit full build here. So it's gonna be nice. Sion completely screws up his ult, and then the enemy is gonna start to try and fight and kill Caitlyn. I ult Yasuo to stop him from killing Caitlyn, but Leona still is able to pick the kill. So not too happy about that, but we get the Fizz and the Kog'Maw. We just clean up there. So we're not gonna be able to end it here, because we all back off, because we know that it's nowhere near safe to continue at this. So although Gnar on the other hand decides to get inhibitor for his life, which sets back things, because honestly your life for inhibitor is not always the best of things, considering it could be easily avoided. Nami just sucks at ulting, because Yasuo just keeps on killing. Yasuo just keeps on blocking it. And that's really all Yasuo has to do, because he's either blocking a Caitlyn ult or blocking a Nami ult. And blocking a Nami ult is so much better than blocking a Caitlyn ult, because Nami ult is one of our engages. So we still wreck them though. And as you can see, I'm at full build. I'm so overpowered. Fizz, for whatever reason, decides he's going to try and stop me, and gets absolutely nowhere with it. And yeah. the kill on Scion, and that's pretty much the game. I'm trying to kill Yasuo before the game ends. But yeah, Malzahar 21-2-18, and if my math is correct, that's a 39 kills out of 54. So I only didn't participate in 15 of the kills. So I participated about 2/3. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. So that's Malzahar, guys. I gave my opinions on the Malzahar rework. So let me know what your opinions is in the comments below. I would love to know what you think, and because I have been wondering like who is going to be the best, who's going to be like the most competitive like picked mid laner with the next patch. So it should be interesting to find out. So thanks, guys. See you in the next one.